All right. I got a bit of a fun question. It's a long one. So Delian, cool name, wrote in saying he spotted me out in the wild and had a question about it. He wrote, I saw Lex working at the Detroit airport between flights. I hesitated and ultimately decided not to interrupt since he was in focus mode. True. Lex had his headphones earbuds on, listening to brown noise. Microsoft Surface propped up at eye level, Kinesis Advantage keyboard on the table. The use of Microsoft Windows is surprising, but it has been discussed in the past. True. The ergonomics of the setup, Surface at eye level, means that Lex cares about his health. But the anomalously large Kinesis Advantage keyboard seems like such a burden to lug around airports. I cannot help but ask, why is it that Lex is going through the hassle to bring this absolutely large keyboard with him as carry-on? It barely fits in a backpack. Carrying it around must be necessary for Lex for some reason. I love the puzzle of this, that you're trying to think through this. The pain of lugging this tool around must be much smaller than the problem it solves for him, ? What problem does this keyboard solve? What makes it necessary at the airport? Productivity, health, RSI? Good questions. Thank you, Delia. Great question. It made me smile, so I thought I'd answer. I remember that day. There was something else about that day aside from the keyboard that I miss. So I am filled with a melancholy feeling that is appropriate for the holiday season. So let me try to set the melancholy feeling aside, answer a question about my computer setup when I'm traveling. So whether I'm going to SF, Boston, Austin, London, or the front in Ukraine, I am always bringing the Kinesis keyboard. I don't have RSI or any other health issues of that kind that I'm aware of, even though I've been programming, playing guitar, doing all kinds of combat sports my whole life, all of which put my hands and fingers in a lot of precarious positions and situations. For that reason, and in general, ergonomics have never been a big concern for me. I can work on a crappy chair and table, sleep on the floor. It's all great. I'm happy with all of it. So why Kinesis, which by the way is right here? I had to think about it. Your question actually made me reflect. And I was hoping as I'm answering it, the truth will come out on many levels. So it is true that I'm more productive with it. I can type and correct mistakes very fast compared to a regular keyboard, both in natural language typing and in programming. So fast enough, I think, where it feels like I can think freely without the physical bottlenecks and constraints of fingers moving. The bit rate in Neuralink parlance is high enough for me to not feel like there's cognitive friction of any kind. But the real answer, maybe the deeper, more honest answer, is something else. I've used the Kinesis keyboard for over 20 years. So maybe it's like one of those love stories where a guy and a girl love each other. And you try to quit because it doesn't quite work. But every time you leave, you ask yourself why. And then you realize that when you're together, your life is just full of simple joys. So what's the point of leaving? What's the point of life if not to keep close to you the things that bring you joy, Delian? Like this keyboard. It brings me joy. It's a bad metaphor, over anthropomorphized, perhaps, but I never promised a good one. I'm like a cheap motel on a road trip. Low quality is part of the charm. I do have some good motel stories for another time. This does not feel like the appropriate time. All that said, to disagree with myself, I did use Emacs also for over 20 years, and in a single week recently switched to VS Code and then Cursor and never looked back. So take my romantic nature with a grain of salt. So yes, eventually I'll have to leave, but for now, you'll keep finding me on occasion in a random airport somewhere listening to brown noise, writing away the hours on this Kinesis keyboard. Now, if you see me without it, maybe it'll give you the same tinge of melancholy feeling I feel now in looking back to that airport in Detroit. Anyway, more about my travel setup, if anyone is curious. I usually do travel with a Windows laptop, but I am mostly using Linux on it through WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. And in some cases, I'm dual booting Linux and Windows. I also need to be able to video edit, so on longer trips, I usually have a bigger laptop with a bigger screen, lots of memory, good CPU, good GPU. All of that helps with video editing on Adobe Premiere. In general, I'm extremely minimalist, except for the few, let's call them sentimental things. Like all my podcast recording equipment fits into a small suitcase. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Thank you for the question, and see you at the next airport.